You already know what's gonna happen. It is 6:16 right now, overcast. We have a very special set of conditions today. Let me walk you through how I find like the time to go. So first thing I'm gonna look at is, let's go to surfforecast.com. That's the first thing. And the reason is I wanna be able to pull up how strong these waves are and how powerful they're gonna be. If they're too powerful, I stay home. But today, from a scale from 1 to 1,000, today is a 358, which that 1 to 1,000, I mean, it goes way above that, but once we get over 500, 700, 800, I'm like, it's a little strong. You got those sweeper waves that'll come up the beach. So I try to avoid days that are too strong, but today is just right. Just enough current and waves pushing through to make those fish excited and hungry, but enough so that I don't get knocked over or it pushes me too far away from the cuts. All right, so that's the first thing I look at. Next thing I look at is going to be my tide. Right now, we are looking at a 3.5 foot tide. Low tide is 11:30, so it's kind of interesting. We're fishing all outgoing tide, but the thing is last video, I was able to catch 2 striper and 2 perch out of this exact little pocket right there, that cut. And what happens at low tide is it all pushes out and you're able to reach these cuts that you normally aren't. Second thing I check is tide. Last thing that I check is wind. So I'll go to my windy app, then I'll go to my exact location, drop a pin just to see how windy it's going to be through the day. I could use my finger to scrub through, and today it looks like even at 3 o'clock it's only 5 knots, which is castable with the jerkbait. So those are the top 3 things that I look at, but then there's other things that you can look at as well, kind of to cross reference. Another thing I like is Fish Notify, which the cool thing about fishnotify.com is it will actually give you like an indicator for free. So let's see, you just type in the beach that you're fishing and it'll give you a reading if it's fishy or not, quote unquote, and it uses more than just those analytics that I talked about. So we're seeing if it is fishy. It's a 90 score out of 100, so should be a great bite. But they also have the time, the best time. Actually, tonight is the better time based on the algorithm that it looks at, but it gives you a quick synopsis of what the day's gonna look like. It even gives you a prediction of the next few days, which is pretty awesome if you wanna plan your week ahead. Oh, my day off is here. I wanna fish on this day. What does it look like? It'll give you that prediction. But welcome, that's probably why you're watching this. A lot of people do watch because they can't go out and they want to get their fix somehow. So I am happy to assist. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this glow pink Battlestar. Just overcast conditions. Water's pretty clear, but I'm gonna try real aggressive at first. It's a real good color that pops. So we'll see if we can get something that is not shy to just attack this thing. Make sure your drag is set loose. It's pretty important when you're using baits with treble hooks that are stock. Go ahead and make sure that if that thing's gonna pull, it has room to run, but you don't really need that hard a drag to set these finer hooks that are usually stock. If you're too tight, you have the chance of bending it out, but that's what makes a good fight, when you loosen that drag. This is the exact same pocket I fished a few days ago, which is in one of the previous episodes where I test out the hookup baits in the surf. Didn't really have much luck with that, but that doesn't mean I'm never gonna try that again. Just wasn't the day for that. And the jerkbait just really outperformed it. But anyway, first cast. See if anybody's home. A nice cut right in front of me. So we'll see if we can get a fish's attention here. Excellent conditions with this wave power being so low. 360. I love it. Let's hope the fish love it too. I will be meeting up with Vince in a few hours. He's gonna join me. He wants to fish more of that peak low tide time, while I'm actually fishing the outgoing tide. The low wave power really allows you to wade into the surf zone. Makes it real easy. You're not fighting the waves before you're fighting fish. Yeah, if it was like a 700 or 800 day, I would not be able to do this. I mean, I'm in about knee to thigh or even waist deep right now in water. So that wave power is so important. There's a fish. Probably a perch. Yeah, a little perch. Really? I commend you, buddy. Good job going for that metal treble. First fish of the day, a little 8-inch perch on a 4.5-inch Battle Star. Not quite what I expected, but it's a start. I'll take it. That thing hit up close too. All right, after a few minutes of this, I almost starting to think that pink might be a little too crazy right now. The water's clear enough to where it might not quite warrant this bright a color, but we'll see. I've heard really good things about it. I know that striped bass, I see a lot of pictures of striped bass being caught on this glow pink, so it's definitely a color that gets bit. But for me, I tend to stick to like the more either natural or neutral colors like the blue and whites. But I do want to give this a fair shake, see if I can get a good striper on it. But I do have 4 lures in my pocket if I do want to swap. That is another thing though. Don't throw colors that you're only throwing it because somebody else caught something on it. Yeah, sure, give it a try. But there is something to be said about finding your confidence bait, your confidence color, because that affects how you fish. If you think about it, it's like you start to cast with that anticipation. Oh man, this lure probably looks good underwater. It's gonna get bit. And that like joy kind of keeps you from giving up on a spot when you really should grind it out because something cool might happen, or you know, it equates to just a few more casts because you yourself have caught fish on it and it's become your confidence color. If you haven't quite found that, hopefully you do. Just try different things until you get the best results for your area, and you'll know it because you just feel like, oh man, you're anticipating getting bit already because you just know that that color performs, and they do make a difference. I just feel like maybe this is a little loud for right now. It might be a better afternoon bite lure or something, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not giving up quite yet on this pink, but it's hard when my confidence color is actually in my pocket right now. If you guys have been following a while, you know what that is. Yeah, once I bring this in, I'm gonna swap to my confidence color. But I do like how the Battlestar 115, I can work it really, really slow. Jerk, pause, give that fish an opportunity to attack it. Make it look like it's fleeing, then stop. Make it look like it's fleeing, then stop. Whatever you can do to make it easy for the fish to pay attention and then easy to grab it, that's what you should do with your retrieve. Unless they just want a constant retrieve, which is basically a reaction bite. But I'm gonna swap out right now. But this is a perfect opportunity to remind you, again, if you have upgraded trebles, then you can tighten your drag a bit, because the bigger trebles, the thicker gauge takes a little bit more force to punch through their mouths and penetrate. So I do have 3X strong hooks on this one. I have stock hooks on this one. You just got to remember which one of your lures you have variations in hook strength. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Tighten my drag a little bit. And then something I've been doing for 6 years or so now, more than that, maybe 8 years. When you're upgrading your hooks, remove the middle treble. That keeps the weight down, because the stronger hooks are usually heavier, and you want to keep that stock weight, because that's how the lure was designed to perform, is at a certain weight. And if you increase it, it changes how that bait moves in the water. So, and also you foul hook less fish. It's another thing. You hook them better usually with upgraded hooks, but only 2. See what we can do with this change in color. Well, I've been fishing for a couple hours now. It's almost, well, it is 8 o'clock. So about an hour and 40 minutes. All I got's that one little perch. We'll see if things switch up a little bit as the tide comes to a peak low. But the wind is starting to pick up, which is not ideal. Oh, there you go. There's a fish. Yeah, that's a striper. That's a striper. That's a striper. Literally 2 hours after I started fishing. Yeah, here we go. My drag's a little tight, but I feel like I got a real good hook set on him. Nice. Let's go. Stay on, stay on. Yep. It's probably a keeper striper. He ate the front hook. Just back him in. I'm gonna try to keep his head underwater so he doesn't thrash too much. Just back him on in. Nice and slow. Easy, easy. Control the head. And you should be able to just drag him up. If I kept his head above water, he'd be thrashing a little more. There you go. Yeah, that's a keeper. Perfect timing. Vince is showing up. Perfect timing. I think this is a keeper. Whoa, something bit this guy. Dude, something bit him.
What excellent timing.
I know. Yeah, that's a keeper.
Yeah, that's a keeper, dude. I got the glow eye sardine tied on too. That's great.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
That's a good way to start it right there.
It is a great way to start.
All right, way to go, dude.
Yeah, I went all the way back down, and I came back,
and you found a spot that produced.
I know.
Amazing.
Luckily. Yeah, this is really interesting, guys. Look at this. He's got damage on its tail right here. That was from my hook, but he's got some damage. But yeah, he is about 19 inches on the perch pouch. Yeah, let's go. Beauty. Got the striped bass bleeding out in the perch pouch. Water's coming in, draining out, keeping it cool and fresh. What? It's good. I adjusted my casting. More 12 to 6.
Oh, fish on! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh, that looks like a good one. That looks like a really nice fish.
Same exact spot.
Same spot, huh?
Same spot.
I guess you found them. Let's stay ahead of him. Woo! That didn't take long.
No.
10 minutes.
Look how Vincent's playing him. Make sure his drag is set well.
Nice and loose now in the wash.
Nice and loose.
Not too loose, but
with this low tide, you gotta walk way back. Solid fish. Wow, that's a good one, bro.
yeah, it is. Straight braid. All 3X hooks.
That's a solid 24, huh?
Man, this rod makes it feel so heavy. This is beauty. I'll take it, man. I'm very grateful for this. Beautiful. 3X hooks, glow white sardine.
Well,
That was fun.
not bad.
All right, I just caught this. Nice. I don't even know what it measures yet. Well over 18, so I'm just gonna keep fishing.
Yeah, so Vince is throwing the same color as I am, the glow white sardine battle star. He saw me pull in my fish and he's all, that's what I got on. Perfect. Oh, the heck was that? I just got bit right here and close. Oh, no. Well, that was an unfortunate break. Had the Van Staal VR75 on the ready in case such an accident happened. But that was my only glow white sardine, so let's see if we can get one on a different color. There's a bite in close. It might be a perch, but I am not sure. Just the way it's running, it's probably a striped bass. Yep, it's a striper. Probably not illegal. do it. He ate the back treble pretty good. If it's 18 inches, I'm gonna keep them. Woo-hoo! We did it. On the glow green mackerel. That is awesome. Yeah. I think he might keep. We'll see. We'll put him on the perch pouch and see if this equals limits today on a low tide. Let's go.
Somebody got their limit.
I think so, maybe. Here, hold this real quick. Oh, sorry, Vince. There it is. Maybe. We'll see. Let's go. Striper limit. Woo! Woo!
Let's try to get 2 of those.
I know, 2 limits. Check out what color I got it on.
I saw the green.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Since I lost my glow white, I got a few at home. Oh, actually, I have a few on order.
Look at that, right in the sack.
Battle Star Tackle.
Got it.
Oh, and the perch pouch. What a winning combination.
V2, baby.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. We got a limit of striped bass. That one didn't even hit far at all. This bite is definitely changing how I feel about fishing at low tide. It's really dependent on if you can find the cuts. There's a giant cut right next to us and we're fishing this trough right to each side of it. And it's definitely paying off. Vince is on a good one.
Either that or a foul hook. Big perch is very heavy. Yeah. That's very heavy. And it's bit really close in. It could be it's a foul hook perch. It's like dead weight. Dead weight.
Or a halibut.
That could be. I think I felt the head shake initially though.
Yeah, perch.
Thank goodness,
That's
man.
a big one.
I want a nice big perch. That's what I'm here for, man.
Yeah. Look at Vince's perch. That thing is a slab. Oh my gosh. Oh. Jeez, Vince.
Is it that big?
Bro.
Whoa! Oh my goodness.
That thing looks like it's got like 80 babies in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to release this one.
That thing's giant, bro.
As much as I want to keep it, I have to release this one.
Look at that
Look
thing.
at the size of the belly.
Look at the girth.
Oh,
Oh my god.
now
Oh.
just stay calm and breathe.
Jeez,
This
jeez.
is a beautiful thing. If your babies are coming to the world.
All right, but these babies are like fully formed. They're ready to go. Let's get these babies back in. Vince is over there releasing it. Look at that service. Here. There goes the babies. So our buddy Vince here took a spill. Face first,
Yes.
boom. How are you feeling in
I was
there?
down for a few seconds, and I just felt all the water just filling up my waders right down the middle. I lost a lot of body heat.
Kind of like the Titanic. But he was saying he could definitely fish more, but
Good.
yeah, man, we're good. This
Like
bite,
if the bite was hot and we just wanted to keep having fun, or if like we was a gang of dudes who like, let's keep fishing. I'm like, all right, let's keep going, whatever.
yeah. It was definitely not wide open or anything, but we grinded for the bites, which was so satisfying, especially when you get really good quality. I am still in disbelief of how fat that
Oh
perch
my
was that you
goodness.
brought in.
That thing was so fat, it looked like a football.
Yeah.
And it just had, this is amazing.
Yeah, thing was like 14 inches, but probably like pushing 3 pounds. This thing was just, the girth. If you had any takeaways from today, what would
baby?
Don't fall face first into the waves.
Okay, that's number one.
I fished straight braid today and I loved it. I didn't have any issues with it wrapping around the hooks or anything. It was just so easy. You just tie on a clip, clip it on, and go.
Yeah.
I liked that. I think I'm going to do that more often. I really like this rod, man. I've been fishing with this Okuma SST 10'6" medium for a while now.
It says float. That's for steelhead, yeah?
I don't know why. Yeah, I guess that's like a technique, maybe.
Yeah,
like
you float the bait down
like
the stream.
Drifting.
But yeah, no, casting it felt really good. And it's less torque on your shoulder. Really
Cast
light.
easy.
You can lob it out super easy. And it looks like it's a fun fight. He brought in that maybe 24-inch striper on it. You didn't get an exact measurement, did you?
I didn't get a measurement on that yet.
But that was
it felt
crazy.
so good when I get a hit and it's like whack,
Yeah.
dude, with this long rod that just absolutely bends. And I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mwah. I'm going to keep fishing with it.
It's very nice.
I'm going to keep you.
But that was so cool. I caught that perch. Oh no, I caught that 19-inch striper. Vince shows up 10 minutes later. Boom, he's on. It was just some really good action. It wasn't wide open, like I said, but it was still really cool.
It's so satisfying when you grind for the bite and then you get it. I love that, dude. I like that. There's something to be said about working for it and then getting it. It feels more valuable.
It was just enough to keep us going.
Just enough.
Just enough. If we got like 1 or 2 less fish, we probably would have gone home already.
Like if they served you a meal in, what do they call that? Like courses.
Yeah.
It's like, here's a
little
small
appetizer.
Course. You're like, oh, that was good. All right. Now we sit around and talk. Next course.
That smelt was kind of like an after dinner, like mint or something.
Yes,
like
the after dinner mint smell. Yes, very refreshing.
But
I'm happy to get that nice big jack smell. I'm actually going to chop it up and fry it and eat it.
But
Judge me.
we're at the brink of June, so this is really a good time to come out and fish. And just as a reminder, I do at the bottom of every video description, I have videos sorted out by month, so you guys can continue to follow what the fishing's like in certain months. I just categorize that. So for every June video, I have them all linked, whether they're boat, surf, anything. It's going to be there, just so you can keep tabs on what species are around, what we're doing out here.
Month to month.
Last but not least, Vince did mention the braid. That is his alien braid.
I love it.
It is available at battlestartackle.com.
Thank you very much for that. Yes, Battlestar Tackles or casurfishing.com. Pick up your 28-pound alien braid. It's so thin and it casts so far. And I also use it for swim baiting around the heavy structure too, because it's nearly 30-pound test after all. I like it. It's just like that perfect balance.
Yeah, man. Cool. All right, guys. Well, if you want to see episodes where we read the surf, and then also other episodes where Vince and I kind of break down surf perch fishing, we're going to leave links right over here that you guys can check out. Yeah, other than that,
chase your dreams.
That's right. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks, Hook to Cook.